All right. I got some good news for you. Like always, I always got good news. I never have bad news because there's already enough bad news. But check this out. I'm going to help you solve your problem. I'm going to help you put some things together that you may have not really understood that was an option for you. You probably didn't even know how these things are so interchangeable and how so much of this part of our life is linked to the other part of our life. You may not have an idea of how closely your life is intertwined and connected from this action to this action to this thought, from this person to this person. All those things are linked together. Now, I'm going to explain to you how to increase your vibration, increase your frequency, how to add and place together the different components of your life and to where they connect and interlock properly. What if I can help you solve that? Today, I'm gonna help you do that today. So check this out. Every single thought that we have is linked to another thought. All of it. Every single action that we have is linked directly to another action. The energy that we give off and that we allow to be brought into our lives, they're all linked together. Every single thing. What if you decided and made a conscious decision to be aware of the things that you are allowing to link together? Give you an example. There are going to be days where you may not want to do something that is aligned with what you want. What am I talking about? Okay, so being an entrepreneur, being a dreamer, being a visionary, being someone like that. Now, this is just, you could use this based on whatever you want. I'm just talking about for myself. So say I have big dreams, I have big ambition, I have big goals. There's a lot of things that I want to do, that I want to accomplish, that not just for myself, but because I believe that they'll be beneficial to a lot of people long term. So number one, you got to have a vision and a dream big enough to include other people. That's one thing, because your dream can't just be yours. It has to be linked and connected to other things, to other pieces, to other mechanisms, to other components where other people have the opportunity to win. See, a lot of times we do things, not me, but maybe in the past, people do things singularly. And all that means is self, one. Now, think about your hand. What if on your hand, you only could use one of your fingers? When your hand is linked towards your fingers are linked towards your hands, so one doesn't work without the other. Now, imagine you start to build a team around you. You start to add people to your situation. So now you go from just one, yourself, singular, this link, which is linked to your hand, and you add a person to the component. What happens with your life? What happens as you start to strengthen your life and you start to add other people, other components, other links to your hand? Now your hand is complete. Now you have the freedom to open and close your hands, meaning you can give or receive. See, when you think of things in the singular, when you think of things with just one link or in the singular or on your own, you are an individual and there's no way to interlock. Now, just imagine since you have two hands. I want you to think about this. See, this hand is linked with this hand. Now, what if you only had to have these fingers, but this hand, but no fingers? Doesn't work like that. So in your life, you have to start thinking about your energy. You have to start thinking about your thoughts. Now, imagine you start to add different links, different people, different components, different thoughts, all positive. What happens then? Now, all of these different things are moving, all these different pieces. So what I'm saying is this. In our life, and not just me, but every single person, there have been portions of our life, parts in our life, when we haven't used all of the tools that we have. We haven't used all of our links. So it's like living a life or operating with a hand tied behind our back. So if you've given up on your dreams, you're literally operating with one arm behind your back. How much of your dream that you give up on determines how much usage you have of your arms. Now, people who dream more, people who are more conscious of the links that they have, meaning yesterday is linked to today. So what type of thoughts, actions, habits, beliefs, and things were you being yesterday, because it's ultimately linked to today. Check this out. So imagine if you had one thing that you did yesterday that was positive, right? That was aligned with what you wanted, with what was congruent with who you said you wanted to be, what you said you wanted in life, and where you said you were going. What if those things were linked together? I'm telling you that they are. So yesterday, when you didn't feel like doing that thing, but the right people do it anyways. Just do it anyways. Doesn't matter if you don't feel like doing it. If you do it, I can promise you that the next day, which would be today, that link will show up and you'll be closer to what you said you wanted. You will be more complete. You will have more links, more things will be connected. You'll be more interlocked, and then you become more locked in with what you wanted to be, with who you said you were going to be, with what you wanted to do, how you said you were going to be. All those things interlock. Last thing before I go, work on your health, because your health is interlocked and linked in with your mind. Work on your mind, because your mind is locked in and linked in with your health. And the same thing goes with your mindset. Same thing goes with your personal development. Same thing goes with your way of being and how you are to the world, how you show up. And I want you to know this. If you miss out on pieces of your life that are linked, since it's all linked together, then you can never have full completion. But the more you start to put those links together, the more you start to lock in, the more you start to interlock and add everything and put all the components together, your life becomes better. That's a promise. That's my time. I gotta go. I hope somebody got something out of this, but I gotta link this day together. We gotta link up. We gotta make things happen. And I hope this helps somebody. Listen, share this. Go to my YouTube, add me, subscribe, like, share. Let's do this. Look, I'm doing my part. You do your part. You didn't have to come up with this video. You didn't have to have this conversation, but someone in your life might need this. Someone in your life could be impacted by these words. Someone in your life needs that step. Someone in your life needs to hear this, because they need to start walking in a manner that's going to get them where they want to go, bring the two of you closer, and then how much more could you accomplish within every circle of your life if everyone had the same philosophy, if everyone was on the same page. Take care. God bless. That's my time. Missed over million served. I'm out.